Yeah. What are the other projects?
Mine is basically deploying Web 2.0 in India with respect to climate change mitigation. It's basically creating win-win situations for people, offering them what they want to do, and then making them do what I want them to do, basically with respect to climate change mitigation. They want networking, I'll give them networking. You have to give me support to climate change mitigation. They want games, I'll give them games, but you have to give me support with respect to climate change mitigation. Deployment Web 2.0, because I can reach the masses with respect to that in an interactive and perhaps a joyful manner.
Have you got a website then?
Yeah, it is letnurture.org.
Wonderful.
Letnurture.org.
Very good. How's it going?
I got about 1,500 users and about 7,000 them offline.
What about other people?
Okay, I was very simple, like planting trees, using solar heaters in the campus, for example, center also. Very simple stuff, very easy. So I think many of us have planting trees and using solar heaters. Yeah.
My project is something which combines both of your areas. It's basically that we have a lot of street vendors in Delhi, which are basically street hawkers selling plastic toys, stuff like that on the roads while people are standing at the railings. So my whole idea is to train them and convert them into what I call green messengers. So you can pass on simple messages like, there's a traffic jam or there's a red light which is going to go on for like 1.5 hours to turn off your engines, or sell plant saplings, or just tell them that we have this plantation drive lined up, so why don't you sign up? So that's it. Yes, we're working on a system where so it works both ways for the poverty alleviation also. I'm working on starting it pretty soon, so working on it.
Yep. Having a website where people can register, and then make a partner, and then continue the whole process.
We should carpool.
We should carpool.
I think we're playing something tonight.
Yeah, of course.
So that everyone gets on, because there's lots of action shots, but they don't have to.
Yes,
with a good final
Yes, look here.
So what do you think about the debate in India around climate change? Climate change do you have to think that more people
shorter words, so people actually see that instead of entire image, where there are different interests in the application.
the total landscape that we saw energy was very replacing materials,
Petrol and love.
what do they like?
We had to spend a few moments in the dark, quite in anticipation, but they worked.
When you don't have light, that's a great issue. Places don't have light.
And did you ask most people in India whether about climate change, would people recognise what you're talking about?
So the community, yes, they will, and they'll perhaps resonate with it to a certain extent, but then it's just that they know about it, but they don't work about it.
Actually,
especially with the rain situation, rains are having
in India we have to translate climate change in terms of rising temperatures and falling rainfall. That is what climate change means to us.
So that link has been drawn.
So, people are pretty aware that there's something that's happening due to which the temperatures are going up and the rainfall is going down, and the amount of water available to us
So
is
very
less.
thin line which is exactly the interdisciplinary aspect of climate change, and then you've got the agricultural scenario. It has to be addressed in a similar and parallel manner so that it can actually make sense to those people. I mean, I'm talking about the illiterate the population, I'm talking about the illiterate as well. That they actually get to know it's not about the so-called developed parts of the urban areas and actually the climate change has to be with or perhaps it's their responsibility. It actually needs to share the thoughts so that it can actually be something that's sustainable and actually good meters per day. So we can access them.
And what about the politicians? Do you have had interaction with any of the politicians? They're not interested.
No, we haven't talked to my
I think secretary to the Ministry of Environment, I was invited to a panel by the British Council. So had somewhat of an interaction, but then it's not really an informal one. So
I was very impressed by your new environment minister. He has a big, I think he has a long history. He was saying in this area, so he knows a lot about, he knows a lot about it. So he seemed very good. Are most of you working?
We have some time. And I'm working someone just done with graduation.
I had a question which is quite related to why I formulated my project the way I did. Which is, do you think that the underprivileged are just on, they just can be on the receiving end, or do you think that they can actually do something about it?
Or what are we doing about it?
I think it's smaller. Still very high levels of poverty, and the project that I visited was providing more effective irrigation, better flood control. Essentially it was a program of public works, but it was with a very clear environmental perspective. It wasn't people digging holes and then filling them back in. It was saying, we've got real environmental challenges, we've got a community that has insufficient income, how can we bring those two together to get solutions?
I have a question about international development. We speak about UAE, we speak about US and German a lot, but we're not really listening to the Arabic community. If you just look at the UAE, they're planning to retake one of their mangrove forests for a tourism development program. This is quite recently, they're really starting up. The Eastern Mangrove is going to be a resort or something. So when I speak of people out there, they say that they're not really interested in whatever happens, they're just money simple.
But that's interesting because they are also pioneering something called Mazda, which is a low carbon city, where they're investing $15 billion, an extraordinary amount of money.
But that's it's only in that city only.
Yeah.
Like, it has to come into
Yeah.
even in Dubai.
That's a good point.
In continuation, I have a question with respect to access to energy. See, all the renewable energy have state-of-art energy generation programs have their so-called view with respect to urban electricity. I mean, we deploy the resources of perhaps science and technology in rural as well as urban areas, but the leverage of it is only transferred to the urban area and not to the rural area. So there is basically a discouraging factor when you talk about the rural engagement. I mean, they are there for employment, but then they are not there with their body and soul. So isn't there anything that can be done with respect to access of energy or perhaps development of energy having a holistic
In rural areas.
Yeah, having a rural and urban duo combination. I mean, that can work one way.
What was it?
We want population of 1 billion.
Yeah.
Biomechanical energy resource. I'm standing here. I'm first source of biomechanical energy. I mean, running, cycling. These are activities which can work. We're talking about negative work. Right? Like we've got sports cars that are actually using regenerative braking. Right? We've got ultra capacitors and they're at truck. So the project can be deployed at the grassroots level. Now, what is important is to think of them because we've got the questions, we've got the answers. We need to relate to them.
So sometimes I think it's not sometimes technological initiatives. We need some imagination necessary to imagine a different future. Best example I think of, and I do a lot of travelling in Africa, is mobile phone technology. 10 years ago there were more landline connections on the island of Manhattan than in the continent of Africa. And there is almost nowhere that I can now travel in Africa where I don't instantly get a mobile signal. And basically, there's not going to be landline telephony in most of Africa because the quality of mobile coverage is now so good for anybody's mobile having a landline. And in that sense, that's a good example of where technology has provided a connectivity in rural villages in Africa that would have been unimaginable 5 or 10 years ago. You've got farmers now texting spot prices in Ethiopia to market, which means that you cut out the middleman and you get a much better price. But it is both a source and a consequence of greater.
There's a paradox in these decentralized energy, not centralized energy.
I just want to know
Can I make a commitment on behalf of the British Council that we'll continue to issue and certificate?
Are you coming to Copenhagen then? You guys coming to Copenhagen?
Okay. Okay, that was nice answer. I don't know what you're in terms of that much, but we will continue to make sure that.
Something like that, yeah.
Thank you everyone for joining Russell. Very nice. Cheers. Very nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, great. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much.